when you start checking the boxes of what you want to do in your career, and the biggest thing is that you want to make it and you want to have a long career. And then after your career, you start thinking what you want to do, and you start coaching. And then you don't really think of being inducted to the Hall of Fame of any sort. And then when you get the call, you start thinking, well, this is pretty impressive. And I'm so proud to be part of it and selected. And to all my people that put the work in to get me there, I want to thank them all.
It's really a great honor to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. And you look at past recipients, the one name that really sticks out first and foremost is Gordie Howe. He was my childhood idol. And my rookie year, it was Gordie Howe's 25th year in the NHL. They had a special day for him in the old Detroit Olympia, and Vice President Spiro Agnew was there to honor Gordie, and I was standing on the blue line next to Keith Magnuson, and I kind of whacked him in the shins with my stick. I said, "You realize this guy has played more leagues, more years in the NHL than we were old at that time." But Gordie was a great idol to look up to, and humbled by being included into the list of great athletes, great hockey players that have been recognized by the Hockey Hall of Fame in Saskatchewan.
It's special, yeah. It's unfortunate won't be able to be there in person, but just like I mentioned, I was very, very fortunate to grow up in Saskatchewan. It's still home. Strasbourg's still home for us. My mom's still there, and my grandma's there. So it's pretty special to get a chance to play in Strasbourg till I was 14, and like I mentioned, go to Yorkton and play midget there, and Prince Albert. I feel like Saskatchewan is a big part of my career and my kind of path, getting an opportunity to turn pro and play in the NHL.
Well, she was a humble girl. So, I mean, it would have meant the world to her, but she would have been shy about it. She wasn't one to ever, brag, or she was very humble. She just prepared herself for what was coming, but and accepted challenges in life. But this reward for her hockey acknowledgement she would have been very appreciative of that, and she would have wanted to share it with her family and her friends and all the people that helped her along the way. So we're honored, and I know that there's a good showing of family and friends that are going to attend the induction in Yorkton. Unfortunately, the person who would be the most proudest would be her father, and he passed away knowing that she was nominated, but because of COVID, the event was postponed a couple of years, and unfortunately he passed away and is unable to attend, but I know he'll be watching over us.
It would have meant the world to him, and it means the world to us as a family too, that he is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. From my dad loved everything to do with hockey. He loved the bus drivers, he loved the referees, he loved the parents that he got to coach of their children. He got to respect for the people that cleaned the rink. It's everything that he loved about hockey, because he loved to talk about it and he loved to be in the moment of hockey. And especially for my dad to be inducted into the Saskatchewan Hall of Fame with the likes of, he's known Kelly McClintock forever, probably 30 years. To be able to have this honor of him being inducted in the Saskatchewan Hall of Fame is huge for him, but it's also huge for our family of my brothers and my mom and his grandkids and everything. It's a huge honor for him, and I know he would love it.
To be honest, he'd hate it. He didn't like getting any recognition for everything. I can tell you, I was to 2 Hall of Fame dinners for the Yorkton Minor Sports Hall of Fame. He hated both of them. I think he had to say words at both of them, and didn't do a very good job of either one. Fumbled over his words and whatnot. He didn't want to take any credit at all.
Not everybody gets to be inducted in there, so I think it's pretty special. We got lots of guys traveling. That means a lot to us, like Derek Sanko's, coming from Edmonton, Scotty Perkaski from New York, Jared Skolnick from Winnipeg. It means a lot to us. You can see by the amount of, they take time out of their busy schedule to come to this banquet. I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely special. Special group, and to be honored, Hall of Fame. That means a lot. It was, it's something. Good reason for us to get together again, and that was a special time. And every time you can get, like Lee said, a group of 11 us together, it's special to see those guys, and you just have that connection that you're always going to have.
It was a true testament of a family, and bringing our family together again and being inducted into the Hall of Fame is great. And it kind of catches your breath sometimes when thinking about it, but we had just a great group of guys. All were friends, all were buddies, and we all loved the game, and we were hand in hand through the whole thing. So it's just a great honor to be a part of that.
It's a very proud moment for just to be a part of, recognized a part of a team. I touched on that before about that's the best thing about being able to play hockey and play sports, is being a part of a team that's striving for the same thing. And there's a lot of accomplished teams and people within the province of Saskatchewan, and that group of players and staff from 2014 is something that you'll never forget. And there's just so many things about that, kind of the build up, not just the final game, but just the build up to to get to that point. You start to reminisce and think about all the things that went into to that team having the success. And I mentioned it, there's just so many people that brought tremendous value, and just the utmost respect for all the players and staff that were involved, because it truly is a very big accomplishment that I'm very proud to be a part of.
It was super cool to see that we got inducted actually also so early too. It was only 5 years later or so that we got inducted, and I think that just attributes to, again, our whole team, that we had some star players, but I don't think we had any superstar players. So it was like everyone had to be a part of that team, and I think that's why the team was so special, that everyone attributed in their own way. And like I said, if a guy was having an off night, our third line was going, or our fourth line was going, or our sixth pair D-man. And there was nights when Medvez, our backup goalie, had to play some games, and he would play lights out too. So it was just one of those things where I think everyone on the team knows that they were a part of it, and it's so awesome to just kind of see that we got recognized for being that type of team.